Hi everybody, it's Dean over here at Stonepath. This is The Rock Show. We are trying something new today in that we are going to be using a whiteboard. So big kudos out to Adam who has helped us get this up on YouTube. If you want to find these recordings online, please go to YouTube and look for Stonepath RE-TV and they will be there. So I am Dean Naughton and today we're going to be doing The Rock Show. Today is what? The 20th? Is today the 20th? Today's the 20th. Welcome to August 20th, another hot, smoldering day in Arizona. Okay, if you don't sign up for an account on Ustream, you can also text me questions or comments. Keep them somewhat obnoxious, but not completely obnoxious, all right? And that's specifically to Melinda and Victoria, because we're going there. In the beginning of Stonepath, when we came over to Stonepath, one of the things that I was put in charge of is the training and development. And for years and years, I've trained and coached agents. And I've coached them on Buffini and Mike Ferry and on technology and on all of this stuff to generate business. And here is what I've understood now after 20 years of being in this business, that there are some core principles that have to be followed for you to be successful. People come to me all the time and say, well, Dean, should I follow Craig Proctor, or should I follow Brian Buffini, or Mike Ferry, or Tom Ferry, or whoever, Michael Mayer? Okay, the answer is maybe, because it all comes back to three major principles. And so grab your piece of paper and pen. I hope they can see this. Let me know if you can't see it. Draw yourself a nice little pie chart. How's it look? Is it big enough? Looks good? All right. Organized. We need to produce. And we need to be held accountable. When it all comes down to it, whether you do Buffini, whether you do Mike Ferry, whether you do Michael Mayer, whether you do some other guru that's out there teaching their new system, whether it's online or offline or a mixture of both, it all comes back to these three principles. You have to be organized in your business. You have to have a business plan. You have to know what you're going to do every month of every year. You got to know this stuff. You got to put it in a system, okay? You got to be able to organize your database. Somebody posted up yesterday on about Wise Agent. I don't care what your database manager is. Conversion is a great database manager. Market Leader has a good database piece in it. Wise Agent's great. Top Producer's a little heavy, they're a little too extreme, but there are quite a few different database programs out there. Please take the time to organize your database. Well, then we talk about producing, right? Doesn't do me any good to be organized if I don't get any numbers. It's very interesting. There's a lady, and we're going to talk about several people in my world, but there is a lady that I've known. She says there was nothing there. Was she organized? Yes, but it didn't produce, okay? And that's what you have to look at. You have to look and say, okay, is it the system that I'm using? Is it working? And if the answer is no, get rid of the system and try a new one. A lot of times agents do what? They buy into a system, but do they really work it? Be honest. No, they don't. No, they don't. And so for you and for me, we have to not only buy into a system, but we have to work it. And so we got to get it to produce. Now, how do we work the system? That takes us down to our third piece. Accountability. This last week I sat down with a couple of our agents, Melinda and Victoria, and we were talking about Homes for Heroes, which is a fantastic program. I hope you guys all know about it. And at the end of the meeting I left, and when I came back the two were still sitting in this room and they were making photocopies of pieces of paper. Yes, I'm telling on you two. See, look, I'm getting all these guys. Hold on a second. Getting multiple text messages. Yes, we are back online. Yes, the signal's still here. All right? So if you need to, please refresh. That's what I told them in the text message. Refresh your message, or refresh your feed. Okay? All right, so Victoria and Melinda were sitting there, and they were wanting to make some changes. And so they actually wrote on a piece of paper, I am going to, and they filled in the blank, and they said, if I don't, I will pay you $250. They signed it, both signed it. I even got to sign it as a witness. They made photocopies, and that was the purest form of accountability, wasn't it? Wasn't that awesome? They are such great ladies, amazing ladies. Now the question is, what are you fighting that you know you need to be doing? What are the pieces that you need to be held accountable inside of your organization, inside of your systems, so that you can produce? See, if we take out the accountability, the production drops. I had a phone call about a month ago from an agent, and this agent says, Dean, you used to coach me, and I need you to start coaching me again. And I said, well, what's going on? You okay? And they said, yep, I'm just not where I need to be, and I know I can do better. And so as we analyzed his business, because I haven't coached him in about a year, we analyzed his business. It's actually pretty good. So far, he's already closed $4 million worth of deals. So that's not a bad year, is it? No. However, what? He knew he could do better, and he knew that his organization was slipping, and so was his production. And so we inserted accountability into it, and over the last 4 weeks, he has just exploded in his business. He took 3 listings just in the last week. Why? Because he knew he was accountable for those 3. So let's step back a little bit and let's see, okay, as far as accountability goes, what do you need to be doing? Take a minute and just write down 2 of the biggest rocks that you need to get done. Write it down. I'll wait. Don't cheat. Write them down. What are those 2 things that you have to get done? This morning as I was preparing, I thought about my 2 things, and I thought, oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And here's what I want you to do. Now, those 2 things, I want you to commit to somebody that you'll get those done, or you'll pay them the Melinda and Victoria fee of $250. You're like, well, Dean, I can't do that. Then get it done, and you don't have to pay the $250. But commit to somebody that you will pay them $250, and spouses or significant others do not qualify. All right? Because they'll let you slide. It's true. My wife would let me slide. My wife would. Yesterday, I was with my accountability partner, and not only did I get my butt kicked, it's true, I didn't know how else to say it, but we spent about 45 minutes of our meeting. We actually went over. It was an hour-and-a-half long meeting because we spent 45 minutes, and they helped me walk through some of the parts that I was stuck on. And we got to the other side of where I was stuck. How cool is that? That's what an accountability partner does. Now, you can pay Buffini $600 a month. You can pay Mike Ferry $1,000 a month. You can pay Michael Mayer $1,000 a month. Shoot, pay me $1,000 a month, and I'll hold you accountable. You bet. Or you can get somebody else who wants to achieve, who wants to be successful, and commit with them that you'll hold each other accountable. So this week, I need you to go find accountability partners, okay? Not wimpy ones. And I would love to see an accountability group, about 3 people all together, that will hold each other accountable. And you go, well, can I use my lender? Absolutely. You know, we had bagels dropped off by Rich over here at AmeriFirst. Thank you, by the way, Rich. Appreciate that. But he is really wanting to grow his business. Wouldn't he be a great accountability partner? Absolutely. Your title people, absolutely. But other agents know what you need to be doing, and you need to partner with them as well. So if you're going to do 3, make sure at least one of the others is another licensed agent. Okay? So that's what you really need to be doing today, is work on that accountability. This week is all about holding yourself accountable, finding somebody, committing the $250, and paying the price to be successful. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Okay? There's this old phrase that I've taught years and years, and it's called based on results. Based on results, did you get all the listings you wanted last week? Based on results, did you generate the leads that you needed? Based on results, are your clients happy? Let's stop for a second on that question. How do you know if your clients are happy with your service? People who've been with me for years and years know the answer to this. Yep, you're right. Referrals. Are they giving you referrals? If they're giving you referrals, they're happy with your service. I got a message over Facebook last week or the week before. A client that we had taken care of selling their home sent me a referral. And then, guess what? Her husband sent me a referral last week. Are they happy with the service we provided? The answer, of course, is yes, because there are referrals coming. If there aren't any referrals coming, then you didn't really wow them like you think you did. Just saying. So based on results, are your customers, your clients, happy with the service that you provide? Based on results, are you as profitable as you want to be? And based on results, is your production where you need it to be? Now, if all of you said yes, yes, and yes all the way through that list, fantastic. Congratulations. But I'm going to guess that you and me had a few no's in there. And what do we need to do to fix that? And those are the steps that we need to put forth in our $250 challenge of this week. All right? Now, I'd love to hear from Melinda or Victoria how they're doing on their 250. Yep, I'm calling you out. Text me, shoot in the chat feature, whatever. How are you doing on this? Did you get it done? Or are you writing the check? That's accountability, calling you out on a live broadcast. Don't do that to me. I'll do that to you. It's fair, right? So, Melinda and Vic, where are you? Hello? They're hiding from me. Big chicken heads. I'll see them later on today, so I'll find out anyway, right? We have our 11:30 meeting. So, this week is all about accountability. Let's talk about a couple of the phrases that helps keep me accountable.